and the fact of these steel tariffs just announced by Donald Trump, how worried are you that this will actually, turn into a much more serious trade war than the one we've seen so far? Or is it a case of taco, as they like to say on Wall Street, Trump always chickens out?
So I'm not fully bought into this so-called taco hypothesis, because the premise is that Trump makes these big announcements and then he, as you say, chickens out and rolls it back in the following days. And this is true to an extent insofar as we saw, for example, the imposition of the Liberation Day reciprocal tariffs, which were very, very high. And then for many countries, and then a few days later, he rolled it back and said, we're actually just going to do 10% for everyone for now. But my point is that he still did the 10% for everyone. On cars, he's still done a 25% tariff on everyone. On steel, he's already done a 25% tariff on everyone. He's now threatening 50%. He's doing an investigation into pharmaceuticals, which could lead to a 25% tariff there. He's doing an investigation into semiconductors, more tariffs there. So while he does often chicken out, so to speak, from his biggest threats, he actually has reset the bar in a way. He sort of shifted the Overton window in terms of what we think is normal. And the average tariff rate of the US is going up and up and up. By the end of the presidency, I expect it to be on average around 15 to 20 percentage points higher than it was at the beginning. And I think that matters. And I think focusing on the idea he always chickens out misses the fact that he often does actually follow through.
Maybe this is Wall Street. Maybe this is Wall Street, hopeful, wishful thinking. How damaging has this chaos of tariffs been so far to the American economy and to the world economy? I mean, one day, he announces 50%, then, I don't know, maybe 100%, then suddenly there's a reprieve. Is it 90 days? Is it 120 days? I mean, does anyone actually know where they stand at the moment? It's utterly confusing. And who's damaged more by this?
So it's created a huge amount of uncertainty for companies insofar as you can't necessarily invest on any given basis because you don't know what the economic parameters will be on a day-to-day basis. I mean, to give an example of this, when he announced the film tariffs, I'm not sure if you remembered this, we haven't actually seen.
Oh yes, that was only last week, wasn't it?
yeah. So these haven't come into effect yet. But when he announced them, and this all of a sudden meant that people signing contracts all over the world to, say, film in a given country or hire studio space outside of the US paused, because all of a sudden they think, well, our product somehow might get tariffs. So even though he didn't necessarily follow through from it, the uncertainty still has a cost. In terms of the impact on the US and the world, I'm still not sure we've fully seen this yet. And it will be multifaceted insofar as tariffs in the US could lead to inflation in the US. It could actually lead to deflation everywhere else.